Good evening, teachers. Welcome to this platform. Today's topic of webinar is HEGGERTY in Curriculum. I'm your resource person, ECC educator, MI certified, Aarti Bagri Gill. Today, I will put some light on this word HEGGERTY, how it is the part of curriculum, how teachers use it in classroom, what is the purpose of HEGGERTY, and of course, there is one teacher activity. You can participate in that activity. You can share your idea pin in the comment box. And after that, you can generate your certificate for this webinar too. I shall be sharing few examples, and this topic will not be able to cover in part 1 only. So part 2 also will be telecast soon. Now, before moving ahead, let's discuss learning goals in literacy. This session is particularly designed for foundational year teachers. And when we are dealing with children who are in kindergarten or in primary classes, we usually talk about the word learning goals, learning objectives, learning outcomes. So, in subject literacy, we also talk about the same term, learning goals. So by this, I can say HEGGERTY is somewhere related to literacy. When you have learning goals, you will have learning objectives. When you will have learning objectives, you need to have desired outcomes as well. Now, HEGGERTY program for kindergarten, it is particularly designed to supplement your existing literacy curriculum. So if you have a literacy curriculum in your school, HEGGERTY will be a part of that literacy curriculum only. The HEGGERTY phonemic awareness kindergarten lessons easily integrate into half-day or full-day kindergarten programs. In kindergarten, 35 weeks of daily phonemic awareness lessons give kindergarten students the tools to succeed. In simple words, I can say HEGGERTY program in kindergarten is actually for literacy subject. Let me put some more light on it. HEGGERTY is somewhere related to phonics, and phonics, in phonics, phonemes are involved. Now my question is, what is a phoneme? A phoneme is the smallest unit of sound in a word. Example, the word cat has 3 phonemes. K, A, T. Why do we need phonemes? Another question. The English alphabetic code is based on the 44 phonemes in the English language. The letters of the alphabet represent those sounds with 175 letter combination. Yes, it is complicated. When we teach reading, we need to show how the alphabetic code works, that the letters on the page spell sounds in words. In simple words, I can say phoneme is nothing but it is the smallest unit of sound in the word. Or you can say the individual sound of letter. Now, what is the purpose of HEGGERTY? You teachers have joined this webinar to feel as if why it is important for us to attend it and how I can use it and how much it is beneficial for my classroom, for my children. The daily activities in the Hegarty Phonemic Awareness curriculum provide students with oral and auditory to develop these essential reading skills. Now, here the question rises that somewhere is Hegarty help in reading skills? So yes, it is correct. Hegarty is a part of phonics and it is designed in a way, the activities are designed in a way to provide students with oral means by mouth, and auditory, that is by ear, to listen, to develop these essential reading skills. It is a complete program of 35 weeks. Now, again, one question rises, what are the components of Hegarty? What is all involved in it? How I can use it until and unless I do not know the components? So yes, 10 components included in each Hegarty kindergarten lesson. 8 phonemic awareness skills. It means 8 phonemic skills are there. 1 letter name and letter sound recognition activity is there. And 1 language awareness activity, developing an understanding of words, sentences, and learning nursery rhyme. So it is a complete package in which components are there. In total, 10 components are included in a lesson plan. Now, the question rises, what is the process? So each level of Hegarty phonemic awareness curriculum provide up to 36 weeks of daily lessons, focusing on 8 skills along with 2 additional activities to develop letter and sound recognition. Lessons are designed for a classroom setting and only take 8 to 12 minutes. Now, this is the interesting part. If I say 35 weeks and daily lessons, sometimes the teacher may feel that how long it will take. If it is a daily lesson plan, how long it will take to carry on this process. But yes, it is designed for a classroom setting and it only takes 8 to 12 minutes daily. So you are sorted. Interesting. Now it is an activity for teachers. Those who are watching this webinar, please go through this activity. How do you teach phonics in your class? Write an idea in about 20 to 50 words in comment box. Coming back to the topic, what type of assessment is Hegarty? Very interesting. I told you the process. I told you the purpose. Now, what type of assessment is this? It allows teacher to gain information about students' progress. We as kindergarten teachers, foundation year teachers, we used to make anecdotal records previously also and today as well. It helps us a lot. It helps us to understand the student's progress. So here again one assessment which really helps you a lot to assess the student progress is Hegarty. It involves phoneme isolation, blending, segmenting, and manipulating phonemes. And this all is actually helping students to enhance their reading skills. So my dear teachers, you all are sorted if you implement this program Hegarty in your literacy subject so that you can enhance the reading skills of your children. How does Hegerty helps students to read? Again, one question is coming in mind. So each Hegerty phonemic awareness lesson, student work with different ways, different activities, different attributes at the same time, enhancing their skill. You can ask for a sample by mail, or in part 2, I shall be sharing in detail about this as well. Now, is Hegerty phonemic awareness effective? Because we as teacher feel that the tool should be effective in the classroom. If I am using that tool with my children in the classroom, it should be effective. So yes, it is effective in teaching children to attend, to manipulate speech sounds and words. Phonemic awareness can be taught and is effective under a variety of teaching conditions with a variety of learners, because we have unique learners in our classroom. As it is a case study based webinar, so in this case, I can say findings show that teaching children to manipulate the sounds in language helps them to learn, to read better. So yes, Hegerty Phonemic Awareness Program is effective. You can go for it. Now the question rises, what is the difference between phonemic awareness and phonics? Yes, few teachers might think so, that what is the difference? So here, phonics is primarily dealing with the relationship between letters and sounds in written language. For example, sound of letter A, sound of letter B, sound of CH, sound of SH, like say. While phonemic awareness focuses on the ability to identify and manipulate individual sounds in spoken words. This manipulation may involve skills like phoneme deletion to create new word. Now here again, those who are not aware of this word phonetics, I want to put some light again on it. That is, the object of study of phonetics are called phones. Now, the smallest unit is actually phones, then phonemes, then phonetics, and then Hegerty. Phones are actually speech sound as uttered by human beings. Phonetics has three main branches: articulatory phonetics, acoustic phonetics, and auditory phonetics. When I talk about articulatory phonetics, it concerns with the positions and movements of lips, tongue, and other speech organs in producing speech. Acoustic phonetics concerned with the properties of sound waves. And yes, of course, auditory phonetics is concerned with the speech perception. Now the question rises, is Hegerty evidence-based? Yes, Hegerty program is completely a research-based program, and it is particularly meant for foundational literacy, because in foundation years we are actually giving shape to clay. Now I shall be sharing a link with you to show you a glimpse of complete Hegerty program, and rest we shall be covering in part 2. Now, this is something which is fast, fun, and effective. That is the Higerty way. In this content, I can see phonemic awareness, which I was talking about, foundational skills, writing, decodable books, professional development, and classroom resources. Few topics we shall be covering today in part 1. Rest of the topics we shall be covering in part 2. Let's move ahead. As you can see in the picture, it is a program for teachers and by teachers. Very interesting. Teacher is very happy. A program is going on. There is a simple reason why teachers have Hegerty products. They're created by people who have been in their shoes. We have watched kids in our town in classrooms struggle to read and develop solutions to help them. Everything we offer, from our beloved phonemic awareness curriculum to our new decodable books series, it is easy to implement, easily supplements other curriculums, and provide results in weeks, not years. 95% of educators surveyed would recommend Hegerty to a friend or a colleague. So yes, it is a simple one, if I can say. And educators rely on it. It means it is successful and effective too. Now, the resources which support you at every step of the literacy journey, starting from Bridge to Reading Foundational Skills Curriculum, then moving Phonic Awareness Curriculum, then moving by Hegerty Digital Hub, then moving towards the Bridge, that is Bridging the Gap Phonemic Awareness Intervention Lesson, then is Hegerty Library, then is Bridge to Writing Curriculum, and then Professional Development. So it is actually a complete journey, as you can see, step by step. And eventually, after reaching each and every step, at last the child will be able to reach that LO, that is the learning objective. Interesting. A comprehensive approach to early literacy instruction, easy to implement and easy to love. Children are happy because it is a research-based program aligned to standard, easy to implement, and designed to build teacher knowledge too. Here, children are performing awareness skills activities. All the activities and resources are interesting, making the children understand the need and helping them to excel. Bridge to Reading provide everything you need for explicit phonic awareness and phonic instruction. So here in this Hegerty, detailed daily lessons and on-demand professional development ensure teacher success. Hands-on and digital resources make learning to read fun. It actually depends upon the school whether the school is making hands-on digital resources or not. Otherwise, the teachers may go for different resources. No online resources are actually important to go for. Scope and Sequence provides comprehensive coverage of all four foundational literacy skills. Student read books provide opportunity for daily practice. Now, teachers, my question is, how many high frequency words, sight words, you usually do in your foundation years? Please share in the comment box. I again repeat my question. How many high frequency words or sight words you usually do in your classroom in foundation years? Now this HEGGERTY program is showing you daily systematic instruction for early pre-K through 5th grade. It means it is a good program and it is an expandable too. It is easy to use, efficient, perfectly supplements any phonics or core curriculum. Whole class, small groups, or intervention. It is available in English in India too. In different countries, they implement in their own language as well, right? So here the question rises that why we are actually not using it in our country and how much it is effective that we should use it in our country or in our curriculum. So this is very important to think about. Rest of the content will be in part 2. Teachers can ask me for lesson plans if they are facing trouble in their classroom to teach students reading skills. To enhance the reading skills of your children, you can ask for small lesson plans designed by us through mail. Have happy learning teachers and make your classroom interested for children to attend your sessions. Thanks for connecting. Send queries at abcteaching875@gmail.com.